Let me be candid with you. There is a version of you that the world has been building for you. More like you have become a guest in your own life. It's like there are people that have what they have designed and built your life to be or look like, and if you are not careful, you will just be playing out the script that people have designed for you to fall into. I remember years ago when I was going to settle down, and I shared with one of my family members that it's time for me to get married and build another chapter of my life. And this person said to me, no, you cannot get married. There is a plan I have for you. There is an agenda I want to put you on. And I'm like, wow. So you had plans, but you did not even share with me about my own life. Sometimes if you are not intentional about your life, there are people that will be intentional about it and they'll be building it for you without even carrying you along. If what they have for you as plan is good, by all means take their plan. But I know one thing for true. That is, except somebody is God, they cannot have the best plan for you. Because it's only God that says, I know the thoughts I have towards you. They are thought of good, not of evil, to bring you to an expected end. And so today's conversation is going to zero in and build more on what we have been learning for the past 2 weeks about how to enjoy our lives even as we go into our 30s and beyond. Because the curriculum has changed. This is the conversation I wish I was exposed to even as I began to enter my 30s. I wish that somebody had sat me down and shared some of these things with me. Like I've told you, I've had to learn some of these things the hard way. But why do we have to reinvent the wheel? The essence of life is some of the things we have been through, others don't have to go through it, particularly if they are not for good. And that's why I'm sharing with you 30 lessons after 30, how to enjoy your life in your 30s and beyond. Today, I want to add on that layer to say that one wisdom I gained is, although I learned it the hard way, is you need to have a rich inner cycle. You need to pick your A team. You need to have people in your corner that you have as valuable assets. Permit me to use that word. People you have as valuable what? Assets. Now, it's not like people are commodities that you can say this one is an asset or this is a liability. I just use that word for the purpose of this conversation, that you want to hone and pick your inner cycle. You want to have people that pray with you, people that speak to you, people that challenge you, people that make you grow, that make you think out of the box. You don't want to be the wisest in your team. If you are the wisest person in your cycle, you are probably a one-eye king leading the blind. You want to have people that ask you, people that will tell you the truth in love, people that will call you out on your BS, but you will know that they are not malicious in their acts, but they are kind in their operation. They are looking out for you. They have your best interest at heart. When you have the right people in your network, they can always help you to gain stability, and you can also help them to gain stability. So choose people wisely. Have people you pray with, have people you speak with, have people you grow with, have people you build with, have people that challenge you. Just being around them, they are always talking about the great things they are doing, and you too, you can see that these people are on a trajectory. Then you too, you can also be on a trajectory. Now look at the continent of Africa. Africa is said to be the best place to invest in right now because of the youthful population. If you are in certain network, some opportunities will be exposed to you. You will just get a contract to come and maybe supply some stationaries or do something that will just boost your income. You want to find and belong to the right cycle, because your cycle can make or mar you. If you don't have the right cycle, maybe in your 20s you have feel good vibes and friends, but as you cross into your 30s, now you are facing challenge. Now your marriage is shaky, maybe your finance is also bumpy. A lot of pressure, life pressure is making you to even lose your own confidence. When you are in that phase or season of life, it is like a season I call season of contradiction. If you have lived long enough, you will experience it, because sometimes those seasons of contradiction come for us to experience a shaking. And when we go through it and weather it for good, you will get to a place of reward, and it's like a test to enter your higher level. Now, when you have the right network, they will help you navigate. You know what I used to tell people? This is what I say. As you are now in your 30s and beyond, see access as a privilege. The access you give to people and the access you receive from people. Because if you are intentional about your inner cycle, if you are moving with people that are on their way to somewhere, you cannot abuse privilege. Look at, this is something that I learned about some 12 years ago. I know this pastor that is an acquaintance. And because I know him, I wanted him to come and speak on my platform. And I walked into his office and I told him about what we were doing. And I assumed that he would follow me. Weeks later, I would go back to him with a proper invitation. And he began to tell me that, yes, now he sees that indeed I understand the protocol of honor. In other words, I am no longer abusing that privilege of access I have. Of a truth, be careful about how you approach people, and also set guardrails around how people access you. Because some time ago, I almost fell into that mistake of having a rebel in my camp. Because I did not remember this that I'm sharing with you, that it has to be a privilege for you to access me, and I also have to treat it as a privilege for me to access certain people. This is not hero worship. It is all about values. That my network, that my cycle, we are a valuable set of people, that we place value on ourselves, and as a result, it's not everything or anything that goes. There is order here. Another wisdom that you want to imbibe in this season of life is to learn to talk less. Talk less and do more. You have lived your 20s talking and promising and envisioning and telling people what you want to do. Now you are in your 30s and beyond. You don't want to also still be talking and talking about what I want to do, what I will do. Oh God, what have you done? You cannot just be planning. You cannot just be saying, I will. In fact, let your results speak for you. Talking tricks your brain to think that he has done it. I remember years ago when I had put a stop on the channel and I was trying to relaunch the channel. I now began to do 365 days countdown. And I'm like, even now I'm just laughing, just thinking about it. Because where is the sense in 365 days countdown, for crying out loud? I remember at the time, a lot of people were asking me, what am I counting down to? And I just didn't know that it was not wise. Because even psychology tells us that when you talk too much about what you want to do, your brain feels accomplished. And so the motivation to pursue is no longer there. So look at your nature. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. When you enter into a room, you want to observe. You want to listen. Is my contribution welcome? Did they ask you? You don't want to be the advisor of the world. You want to speak less. You want to listen more. This season of life, let results speak for you. Don't blow your trumpet. Imagine 2 people enter into a boardroom. One is talking loudest. He's just here and there. And the other one he comes in, greet people warmly, take his seat, sat through the meeting, taking notes, and in the end, who will be taken serious? Even scriptures tells us that even a fool, when he keeps his mouth shut, is counted wise. The moment you open your mouth, people can really tell where the level of life you are in. But when you are the kind of person that you step into a place, you are circumspect, you are observing, you are listening, you are sensitive, you don't talk, and if you must talk, you speak direct and you are brief. I tell you, this is hard for me because extrovert being who we are, again, the temperament of choleric melancholy, it's the kind of temperament that makes you want to talk and be noticed. But you cannot lead that way. You want to be effective in your 30s and beyond, you need to be calm. Power moves in silence. You need to listen, learn, observe. Like I said, out of the 2 people that entered the boardroom, who will be taken seriously? It's the one that is not quick to speak. The scripture also told us, be quick to hear, but be slow to speak. I used to tell people, words are like egg. Once they go out, you can't pack them. So this season of life, consider taking videos, classes, watching YouTube videos on listening. Because that is the part of communication that I think we have not paid attention to. Honestly. So you want to pay attention to how you hear, what you hear. Listen attentively. Don't be quick to speak. Because a fool, when he holds his peace, is counted wise. So don't open your mouth and give yourself away. Another point on talking less is when you enter into any space, observe. Who are the power broker here? How are things done here? Don't be quick to mix up, because you don't even know what you are mixing with or who you are mixing with. Humans are very complicated. People are good, people are kind, people are loving in a church setting, for instance. But that's not to say that their humanity has disappeared. And so you want to take your time to observe, to hear beyond what is said, to see beyond the obvious. And like I said in the previous point, you want to listen more. You want to observe the way things are done. You want to be the kind of person that you are not known as a talkative, because you can be a talkative if you are not paying attention to the details. There is a way people carry themselves. When you are talking to people and you see that they are moving back, it's a message. When you enter into any room, observe how things are done. Who are the power broker here? How do people operate here? What am I allowed to say or not say here? When I speak with precision. Sometimes I don't even speak. All of this is just for you to understand that where humans are, wisdom is profitable to direct. Another thing I learned is I needed to learn how to protect my energy. That I am not called to fix the world. You are not called to fix the world. I know this point will hit hard if you are naturally a giving person, because naturally giving people, even when they are not asked for help, they want to help. That part of what I'm saying is, you are not called to fix the world. You did not die for the world. So how do you want to save the world? It is called savior complex, savior mentality. Don't try to save everybody. Have you even saved yourself? Can you even save yourself? Every problem is not yours to solve. Sometimes, if people don't ask for your help, why offer it? Because of a truth, unsolicited advice is like unsolicited help. Because I remember years ago growing up, when we used to rear, chicken, and when our bird has laid an egg, I am like, I wish I could just help this egg to hatch. But the process of me trying to remove the shell for the chick to come out can kill the chicken. And this is how some of us end up destroying people when we are offering premature help. You need to be sensitive. Sometimes people don't even need money. Sometimes people just need live advice. And that's the point where the last lesson I'm sharing that I will help you even as you are in this new season of life is be kind. Kindness is a strength. In a world where it's more like becoming dog eat dog, all man for himself and God for us all. All this kind of statement is making us lose our humanity. We are not designed to live in isolation. We are not designed to look the other way when we are supposed to help. Life is designed to have like a symbiotic association. Life is designed where you should show kindness and mercy to people. If you are the kind, MasterCard, the company itself is built on that policy. I think it's either MasterCard or InterSuite CEO. The man was talking about how one of their value in their organization is kindness. And if you have turned in between being kind and being right, that you should choose to be kind. The chairman was speaking somewhere and he alluded to how one of his staff, did wrong by a particular staff. And what was the case? It was a company policy that was in question. And they went to HR and they decided being kind. And as a company, they are kind people. The CEO had to compensate the person that the company policy stepped on. I think it was a woman that was about to deliver and they needed to do something to accommodate her delivery pre and post. And that man said, because of that woman, they adjusted their company policy. That's what I'm talking about. Let us be kind and tender towards each other. What will it cost us? I don't want to go into geopolitics and Nigerian politics, but when I see the way things are going on in Nigeria right now, I just see a lot of meanness everywhere. People are not kind. Look at the insurgency. I saw a video. It's so gruesome. It's so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. And I'm like, how did we lose our humanity? It's people that were abducted in a school. It's been God knows how many weeks of these people that have been kidnapped and they have not been released. People have become heartless. As a value, use kindness as a strategy. You have opportunity to show kindness, Please do. Now, let me give you these assignments, even as we begin to wrap up. As an action step, I want you to write down 3 people in your corner. You know, our first point today is talking about building a strong cycle. Write the 3 people in your corner beyond contact. 3 valuable assets, 3 valuable network, 3 valuable people that one of them is somebody you can pray with anytime, someone that challenges you, someone that is driven, somebody that is vision oriented and action oriented and is doing something great with his life. Every time you come to be with that person, it gets you to be, it's like the person invigorates you. It's like it makes you come alive again, because it makes you see that there is more to life, and then have somebody in your network that is telling you the truth in love, because sometimes people don't want to hurt you and they will not tell you the truth. I'm not saying that you should find someone that is competing with you in an unhealthy manner. I'm saying find someone that is genuinely after your progress and tells you the truth in love. Many thanks for being a part of today's conversation. It's been a wonderful journey. Week 1, week 2. I'm going to see you in the next one. Don't forget to share this video with somebody within this season of life. It will go a long way to help this decade or to help their decade. I remain Micheal Ogunshola, saying you are created for peak performance. Go for it.